Comes in 50mm focal length, 75mm and 100mm. Solo and small team anamorphic filmmaking possibilities just opened up in new ways. Go find out. 50mm variant only weighing at 620 grams. Lightweight aluminum alloy construction means great portability and perfect for gimbal work. With a 44mm image circle, it provides full-frame sensor coverage. Fast aperture of T1.8 means lights out for difficult low-light shooting environments. Precise 136-degree linear focus ring with hard stops allows you to pair this with a focus or LiDAR motor as well. Oh yeah, and accurate AF. Also comes in neutral flare version as well. And let us take a moment to admire the flares and the 1.33x anamorphic image. Don't borrow your friend's lens.
Now that we've uncovered the story behind the Astra series, it's time to see how these lenses truly perform in real-world shooting. Tonight, we are thrilled to have a very special guest join us, who's been among the first to experience the Astra lenses. Let's give a warm welcome to Johnny.
And I'm here with Sonny from SIRUI. Sonny, how are you?
Hello, Johnny. Thank you for joining us for tonight's launch event.
Yeah, it's really great to be here. And you know what? This is the first time that we conduct together something like this. And there are hundreds of people actually watching right now, and they want to know more about the new Astra lenses. So let me kick this out. And first of all, explain what we are about to do. Short discussion between us just to talk about the lenses. And then we will have another short demo, a video that you made. Then we will have like a model in the studio and do some, like live demonstration. And of course, right after Q&A by you guys and giveaways. I think that's what everybody's gonna wait for, the giveaways, because they're quite nice. Good. So let's dive in and talk about your new lenses. And first of all, let me ask, we already collected some questions from people. In the video, you mentioned that you have those in E, Z, and L mount versions. How about RF? I know that so many people want to see those lenses with RF, Canon RF mounts. What's going on?
Yes, definitely, because Canon is one of the biggest camera manufacturing in the world, and then they are very popular in the market as well. So I also receive lots of feedback and comments every time when we post a new product. So we really thinking about to ask for licensing from the RF mount. Is that is possible to do the autofocus one? So yeah, that's
Great.
the plan.
Great. The other most popular question was about the focal length, because right now you have the 50, the 75, and the 100. Me personally, I really like to work with anamorphic lenses when they're a bit even wider. Are you planning anything wider?
Yes, and also look at one questions here because we also released the 20 millimeter and also the 40 millimeter. So earlier this year, so actually the 20 and the 40 they also can mostly cover the full frame sensor. So and also the 20 and the 40 they are also we have been done the color matching with the 50, 75 and also the 100. Actually, you can also mix and match those lenses together to use. And
You know,
yeah, and
yeah,
also I explained a little bit about the why we choose to start with the 50, 75, and 100 because
please.
this the Astra lenses is a 1.3 type anamorphic lenses. So means when you the 50 millimeter actually is equivalent horizontally to a 35, and the 50 the 75 is a 50 lenses, and also the 100 is 75. So it means like now the extra lenses cover from 35 to 75 is actually can cover most of the scenario for shooting.
Nice. You know, Sonny, I have three lenses here. They're all pre-productions, and I've been running around with the Panasonic Lumix S12 with those lenses. Two of the lenses perform really, really nice. The other one needs a firmware update. And this is a big thing with your lenses, but we will talk about this in a second. Um, I've been pleasantly surprised with the quality. Um, you know, it's not only sharp in the middle, it's very nice in the edges too. You are using pin cushion and not burr distortion. Why is that?
So actually, you look at the 50 and the 75, they are a little bit of the vertically pin cushion on the side. So give it a little bit of characteristic to the extra lenses. And on the 100, because it's a long focus lens, so there is not much distortion you can see from the 100. So actually the distortion is all regarding to what is the architecture of the optical design. So we the optical so the design become the distortion of the pin cushion from the 50 and the 75.
Okay, Sonny, just between us, why did you decide to go with 1:3 squeeze ratio? I mean, you know, many people would love to have 1.5. So first of all, is it possible to make 1.5 times squeeze ratio autofocus lenses? And but first, I really want to hear from you. Why 1:3?
Okay, so Johnny, look at because I think lots of people never used like anamorphic before. So 1.33 would be the best starting point. So because most of the mirrorless camera can only shooting by video in 16 by 9 mode. So when you use the 1.33 anamorphic lens, will be end up with the 2.4 to 1 aspect ratio. That is the standard one. But some camera they also got the 3 to 2 open gate. When you're shooting with 1.33, maybe it's not enough because end up with 2 to 1. But this lens is actually our idea is mostly for content creators and also solo filmmaker. We want this one, it could be very easier for them. So when you're using in 16 by 9 and then with the 1.33 and the morphic lens will be end up with the 2.4, so you don't need to do the copying in the post. So I mean the aspect ratio will come out naturally.
Okay. I just want to quickly follow something that I started before. You see these guys, there's a USB-C port here, and that means that all those lenses can be updated via firmware. And that's why when I said that I have two lenses that are working really great and one that still needs the update, that's because those are pre-production lenses. I've been really impressed with the autofocus performance of those lenses. I'm at least with the Panasonic Lumix, very nice, very good. When are you expecting to actually ship those lenses?
We are going to launch the Kickstarter campaign today. Actually, it's actually it's like 10 or 20 minutes later, um, and then the shipping time will be before the Christmas, means like the middle of December. So that would be a very good gift for your Christmas as well.
We'll talk about the price in a second because I think this is very competitive price. I just want to mention, because you were talking about the aspect ratio, and also to be completely transparent, many people are looking when they're working with anamorphic lens to have a cinematic look. Now, for me personally, a cinematic look is a very broad term. I mean, of course, you need the camera, you need the lens, you need the lighting. I'm not talking even about the storytelling right now. Um, but I think you guys should also consider when you shoot something with anamorphic lenses, it's not only because you want to achieve a cinematic look, it's also because you really can utilize the full width and height of the sensor when the camera is shooting by 16:9. Yeah, that's very important to remember. Otherwise, if you want this kind of 241 look or wide angle look, that you will have to literally put black bars. And this is, of course, you're throwing what 20% of the image just to the garbage, just like this. So I really recommend that you will try to work with anamorphic lenses, not only because of utilizing this kind of look or cinematic look that you are after, but just to try in order to have the full benefit when you work with a 16:9 sensor. Good. Sonny, now the next surprise is actually the cost of those lenses. How much will they cost?
So the retail price for the extra will be 999, and then for the Kickstarter campaign, so we're doing an early bird price will be 20% off, will be 799 per lens. For a set, you can see in here, Johnny. So there is come with 3 lens kit, also with a customized safety case as well.
Nice. Sonny, share with me, please, how did you manage to maintain the size and the weight of those lenses? It's really, I'm always surprised to see anamorphic lenses in they're so lightweight and so small. How did you do this?
So and you can look at the size of the lenses is about 600 gram to 700 gram. So uh, because like the anamorphic lenses, there is a very important elements inside them. There is the cylinder lenses, and also um, there is a very special like we using also as a physical lenses element also into uh, anamorphic lenses. So as you know, as a physical lenses element can help to reduce the size and the length of each lenses. So when you see here the 50 and also the 75, they also use one of the as a physical element to reduce the size and the weight as well.
I think 1.5 years ago, I visited your factory in China, and I was so surprised to see that you're literally doing everything from A to Z, from designing the lens, from producing the actual glass, to assembling, packaging, and selling to the rest of the world. I really encourage you guys to see this factory tour. That will give you an idea about the magnitude of the company. That was very impressive. So also those lenses are being made at the same factory that I visited.
Yes, for sure. So and actually it's I'm now based in our headquarters in Zhongshan, China. So everything is made in here from the scratch to package.
Very nice. So you remember last time we talked about Peking duck, Jianshan duck. It's not the same duck.
Different deck.
It's a different duck. Okay. Sonny, why did you choose to go with blue or natural flares? Because those are the only two that you can find with the current lenses.
So you remember our previous version of anamorphic lens, we only giving the version is the more classic one, which is the blue one, the blue flare. But we found out lots of people they are going to use or try these lenses into a commercial work. So they really want something like more natural. So that's why we go for two versions. One is the blue one, more classic one. Someone will go with something like more classic and also sci-fi. So also we come out with one is the neutral one. The neutral one would be like more suitable for the commercial work, and they actually is more warm tone to your video as well.
Personally, I really like the natural one. Blue sometimes is too much for me, but what I really like that you made with those lenses, how even the streak is, because on all the previous lenses, I think it was too exaggerated. And I also worked with your Iron Star anamorphic lens, which is a PL mount lens, and it's a 1.5 lens. I worked with the Canon EOS C50, and I really liked it. But over there, the streak will not, or the flare was not so strong. Here, I think you really achieved a very nice balance between the strength and how it distributes across the image. Very nice. Are you doing like special coating for that, or how do you do this?
So actually, we learned a lot of the feedback from our previous lens anamorphic lens lineup. So so we try different combination between each element. So we come out with something like really like pleasant anamorphic flares.
Okay, very nice. So tell me something that I wanted to know more about those lenses. The autofocus, because you're using what, STM motors? What is STM? What does it mean?
So actually, all of our autofocus lenses now is use the STM motors. So STM is like more lightweight compared to the VCM. So, but we need to really be careful because we also learn about from our previous experience. So you need to make the focus range a little bit shorter because the STM is not the fastest like motor for autofocus lenses.
Okay, I quickly want to run down about the features that the lens has because there are a few things here which is worth mentioning. One will be, of course, the AF, MF. This is
Yep.
just to switch between autofocus and manual focus. The other one is the uh, iris lock. And I know that might be a little bit confusing. And in all honesty, I was a little bit confused at the beginning. But you can either have the lens or the iris on automatic, and then when you have it automatic, you can lock it and leave it on automatic.
Yep.
But you can also go out of the automatic, switch the lock again, and then when you're using manual aperture, you actually will not go accidentally to autofocus, to auto iris, which is really nice. What else do we have here is the FN button. What is the purpose of this FN button?
So actually the FM button is normally we customize it for like autofocus locking, and also you can also customize it in the camera as well for the other function.
Okay. Yeah, very nice. Good. Sony, anything else that you want to tell about those lenses? Because, we can talk about them. Personally, I really love anamorphic. I really love to work with anamorphic. And I think that this is such a nice addition to your lenses. I mean, in all honesty, you're bringing lenses very, very fast. Yeah. And those full frame autofocus lenses, especially they're quite fast. They're the T1.8. I'm really happy with this. Anything else that you would like to mention?
Yep, and also one thing I want to pick up because when you switch to the manual focus in here, also we have also put the scale in here. Then when you use the manual focus, there is like a manual lenses. And also this one for you, you can also pair with like, for example, a LiDAR system or photo focus system.
Okay, good. So I think we covered more or less the lenses inside out. And unless if you don't want to say anything else, if I missed anything, I think we can move and watch the movie that you guys made with those lenses. What do you say?
Yeah, that's good. So we moving forward to the next section. Then the people can see some footage come out with this lens, and then we jump up to a live demo in here as well.
Okay, perfect. Let's watch the movie then.
Okay.
filmmaking. This is really very nice. Very good job. Okay, so you're standing next to a camera,
Yep.
and you actually want to show us some live demo of those lenses. Where is the model? Show me the model.
Okay, so Johnny, we have the setup in here just in front of me. Here is the 50mm Astra lenses and also pair with the Blackmagic Pixie 6K in L mount.
Great. Okay, and let's maybe your producer can. Oh, perfect. And there's the model. Maybe a small smile. It's not so. Yeah, maybe she can smile a little bit. Great. Fine. So show me, please. Maybe she can show a little bit of the light streaks or the flares.
Yep. So this one in here is the neutral one.
Yeah, but he should point it a bit more to the lens because I know it can flare more. I've been working with those lenses. A little bit up. The lamp. She should point the lamp, not the hand, the lamp.
Okay, so
Okay, that's
so actually
yeah.
you can see the flare in here is very subtle for the 50mm. And also,
Yeah.
so Johnny, please also look at the bokeh as well.
Absolutely. Again, when I worked with the lenses, actually, I went to visit a Christmas market here in Vienna, and it was really nice to see the bokeh and the shape of it. Can you maybe show with the audience if you change the focus? I just want to see how much this lens breathes.
Yep. Okay, so I will change to manual, and then you can see.
Okay, so obviously there is some breathing, but you know it's okay. I think it's modest enough. I can live with that. But again, maybe the young lady can point the light. It will help. It will benefit all of us. Not the hand, just the lamp itself into the lens.
Yep.
Maybe you can ask her
Maybe
in
I can do
Chinese.
it.
Okay, that's a little bit better. If she will point it that way. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. So should I change to the 75 now?
Yes, please change to
Okay.
the 75.
Okay.
The lady is a little bit, I don't know, maybe, I hope she had lunch, breakfast, depends where you are in the world. I don't know, she's a little bit, yeah, I wish she could smile a bit more. Okay, this is now the 75mm.
Yeah, this one
Oh,
is the 75.
Okay, okay. So first of all, maybe she can nicely show the torch again.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. If she will move the light a little bit, we can also see some ghosting. I just want people to be familiar with how the lens flares and how it goes a little bit. You can see a bit of ghosting, but it's very pleasant.
Yep, so that's something really I like is the ghosting. You can see it's a little bit of the ghosting come out in blue color. That's something I really like.
True. Okay. Can we do a quick test again of the breathing of this lens?
Yep.
Okay, maybe not so fast. Show again. Okay, good. Let's then change to the last lens. I think that will be the 100.
Yep.
You're becoming a professional, Sony. Soon you can be not only a lens manufacturer, you can also be a DP.
Yeah, that's right. I want to be a DP.
Okay.
Okay, here is the 100mm now.
Maybe your producer can use the switcher and show the lens.
Yep, so you can see this one is the blue flare one.
But we don't see it yet. At least I don't see this on my screen.
You don't see it?
No, I see you. I don't see I hope the guys at home can see I don't see the model right now.
So can we switch to the model, please?
Okay. Anyway, if in your system it shows the model, I'm happy. That's good. So just proceed, and maybe you can show the flare first.
So we can now see the flare and also the very nice bokeh on the 100 millimeter.
Good. And quickly, let's change the focus.
Yep.
Good. Sonny, out of the three lenses, which one is your favorite, out of curiosity?
I always like the long focus one. So
Really? Wow.
yes. So
Okay.
for me, so the 100 is my favorite, but I think lots of people like the wide one. So the five, actually the 50 millimeter would be, I think would be the most popular one.
Yeah, this is the one that I immediately went for. Good. Okay, let's move then to the questions. And we already have a question from Gabriel Aglianza, 5833. What focal
Okay.
length do you recommend
Yep.
most?
I'm going
Or
back
how
now.
does the 20 millimeter perform in film production? Just to say thank you to the model.
Okay. Thank you.
Um, so personally, I always like to work. Of course, it depends on the story, but wide angle anamorphic lenses, that's what I like most. And in this case, it's the 50 millimeter. The 20 millimeter is APS-C. Yeah, it's not a full frame. That's what SIRUI already had.
Yep.
I think at the beginning the autofocus performed okay, not great, but I think you guys also enhanced it later with firmware updates.
That's right. That's right. So
Okay.
okay, let's. I think lots of people have some questions now. So, and also guys, remember we also pick the people who in the comments for the winning of our prizes will be like 10 tripod, and also you got a chance to win the 20 millimeter super certified one in
Anamorphic
autofocus.
lens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anamorphic lenses. Yes.
Okay, Tony. So I'll ask a question, and you maybe can quickly answer: is the focus wire or linear or both? How this work?
Actually, the focus by wire.
That's right. And
Yep.
you will see if you buy the lenses, it's like the previous ones. If the lens itself is disconnected from the camera, it will always be open. You cannot use the aperture and close it because it needs the power. It needs everything from the camera.
That's right. That's right. So that's why
Okay.
the camera they can open up the aperture and also read the aperture as well.
Okay, and the last question from this, I guess it's a lady or gentleman. Are you going to have a wider focal length in the future?
So, CineD definitely is a company always listen to our audience. So if you guys need really something wider, so will be in our list as well.
Thank you. How much is the weight of the Zero
So,
Astra?
so for this 50 is the lightest one is around 640 gram, and also the 75 is almost the same, and the most heavier one is the 100 millimeter. So because the 100 millimeter we use 5 cylinder lenses, so that's why the 100 is the most heavy one, but it's around 700 gram. It's not too bad. So you can see
Yeah,
the
when
size in here. All the three lenses, they have also the same form factor, and also the gear is the same position as well.
yeah. Okay, next question. How does the image quality perform when shooting wide open? I have to say I was really pleasantly surprised because it's not only that the center of the image is sharp. I think there was a nice distribution of sharpness here, but with many lenses, you probably have to step up, I guess, to 4.0 T4 in order to get a more equal sharpness across the image. How well does this lens control focus breathing? I think we just demonstrated there is obviously focus breathing. We can see this, but there are better lenses in the market, of course, but the price range is different. I think in most productions, it will not interrupt you. Uh, Okay, we already answered about does it support linear focusing? What is the benefit of for the videographers? I think the main thing here that this is a great lens for one-man band. Literally,
Yes.
if you're running by yourself, and that's one of the things that CineD really did well was to democratize the anamorphic lenses. Of course, you can get maybe lenses with a greater anamorphic aesthetic, but those will cost much more. Yeah, so I think they did really well here to bring those type of lenses to independent filmmakers. Um, how does it perform in handheld or low light shooting? Yesterday, I was running with the Lumix S1 II, and I was literally using the native ISO of this lens, the base ISO 800 and sometimes 4000, combined with the 2.8. Really, it was really very nice, no problem whatsoever. Is the lens beginner friendly? Absolutely, autofocus, and then you can, you can just use the aperture on automatic if you like. You can even lock it on auto iris and
And
just shoot, enjoy.
yeah, and also Johnny for and also guys. So this lens is I think is not only for video, and actually if you want to create something like the still photograph still in anamorphic, I think that is also a very good option as well because they got a wider aspect ratio compared to you always shooting in like 16:9 or 3:2, so you can create something like really stand out with different.
Okay, this is something I haven't done. I mean, in all honesty, when I'm taking photos is mostly as a father. Maybe I should start taking photos of my kids in anamorphic. But for video, yeah, I think it's user friendly, beginners friendly. But if you are a professional, it's very easy to work with those lenses.
Yep, and
Okay,
also that,
any other questions that you have?
yep, does the compression remain stable across the entire range? Yes, that's right. So that's with also the 1.33 constant squeeze ratio across the range.
Very important, of course. And another question is, what is the close focus distance of those? We almost forgot to mention.
Okay, so let me tell you. So for the 50 is zero point 0.5 meter, and for the 75 is zero point 0.6, and for the 100 millimeter is zero point 0.7. So actually we try to get it like more close focus distance as we can. So remember, as our previous 1.6 anamorphic lenses, lots of people complain about the focus distance is too far away, so they cannot shooting, for example, like the inside the car or something. So for the 50 millimeter only zero point 0.5. For the focus distance, I think it's pretty good if you want to shoot something very in narrow space.
Okay. And there's another question from WISPDS. What about the quality versus the Iron Star? Actually, I want to have two answers. One from me, from you, Sony, as a manufacturer, and of course, I will contribute to. I had a feeling that the image quality is very similar. Are you using? I don't know if it's, of course, the glass is not 100% the same. Maybe the spherical glass are the same, but it's for me, for my taste, it was very similar. What do you think?
I think we just like try to match with the color tone. But I
Okay.
think Iron Star is the 1.5 time anamorphic lenses will be give you like more anamorphic characteristic as well compared to the
Yeah,
1.33.
sure. I don't think that the gentleman here means about the. Of course, the squeeze ratio is different. I'm talking about the overall quality, the image quality. I think they were quite the same.
Yes, I think the
Okay.
same. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Any more questions from you guys, or any more questions that you got?
Okay, so
Sonia, are you checking quickly the feed?
yep, I'm checking quickly for which question we've. Okay, so lots of people keep asking about we are going to add some more wider like focus length to the light up. I can say the answer could be yes, yes. So I think because the for the light up, everyone wants some wider one. So we really will be consider a wider one as well.
Yeah, I think the questions that are being asked most about wider focal length, and the second thing is, of course, RF lenses. Actually, next week I'm in Japan, and I'm gonna work with the EOS R6 III. And in all honesty, I really wish that I had your lenses to match with the Canon EOS R6 III. But hey, everything has time in life, and I guess it will come.
Yep.
Okay, there's a more question here.
Yep. Yep, Johnny, let me
One,
answer one question.
please.
So maybe some people they missing about the shipping time. So we are going to launch the Kickstarter campaign tonight. So the shipping time would be in the middle of December, which is 15th of December. We'll be starting the shipping. So if you guys want to check out the extra lenses on the Kickstarter, we also put the link on the comment section as well.
Good. I think that's a very important question here for filmmakers who are trying to transit from shooting normal spherical lenses into anamorphic. What will change? So first of all, I think the most noticeable thing is to know that the only camera or the only company that supports this squeeze while filming, I mean the image itself, not the actual video, but the image in the LCD or EVF is Panasonic. If you're working with E-mount from Sony, you can also do this, but then it might be that you're not able to use the stabilizer of the camera, for example, and Nikon doesn't support it. So it depends. Yeah, so that's one thing. Be prepared that it might be, depending on the camera that you have, that you cannot de-squeeze the image. That's one thing. And the second thing is when you go to the editing process, of course, you have to calculate. You can just literally bring everything to the timeline, and then depending on your editing NLE, you will have to kind of recalculate the decrease so it gives you the proper aspect ratio.
Yep.
It's a bit of a learning curve, not much. When you do it once, you will see that it's really not an issue.
Yep. Thank you, Johnny.
Okay, let's quickly check more.
So so the filter size. Someone asked. The filter size is they have unified. Filter size is 67.
Good. It's nice that it's a filter size which is easy to work with. I have to say that for some, like for the Iron Star, it was not so easy. That's why you shipped it actually with your own filter. But I'm happy to see that here you're back to kind of a routine, something which is very easy to find.
Yep. So we are always listen to our customer.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Sonny, I think we have a lot of information here about the lenses in general. Guys, if you want to ask anything about the workflow or anything, how, again, I felt very comfortable working with those lenses. All in all, the autofocus worked better than I expected, in all honesty. And what else can I say? I think that summarized this. Shall we move on?
Yeah, and also very important is like we also have a page on our Kickstarter campaign. You can check out if the camera will be like matched with your camera as well. So we come out with the E mount, Z mount, and also L mount. So you can check out the compatible list on our page as well.
Okay, so basically, as we talk, you're also finalizing the firmware, I guess, for those lenses.
Yep.
Okay, good. Shall we move to draw the winners?
Yes, let's go. So we will be selecting the people from the comment section. So let's see who is the lucky winners.
Okay, so first of all, we are starting with the 10 tripods.
Yep, let's starting from the 10 tripods.
Okay, so right now, Sonny and his team are checking all the names, and just maybe you want a quick word about those tripods. Those are mini tripods. I see there's another question quickly that the mounts we already mentioned: E mount, Z mount, and L mount.
Yes.
Okay, guys, the moment of truth is coming. Aha, okay, so obviously I'm just getting a message from the SIRUI team that they will announce the winner after the live stream. Okay, good. I understand. Okay, apparently quite a lot of people attended, and they just quickly shuffling the names and see. Maybe Sonny just want to tell me how you're gonna contact the winners.
So we are going to leave our contact in the comment section as well.
Okay,
So when we select you, please also contact with our email as well. So we will ship the prize to you.
okay, great. So there will be two mini tripods, and then you'll have one APS-C 20 millimeter 133 autofocus lens.
That's right.
Okay. Just for the people know, you will continue to monitor this live stream after we're done. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good, Sonny. Thank you very much. It was really great talking to you, and please thank your team because quite a few people are at the backhand, are busy with this. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. I hope that at least we managed to answer some of your questions and that you were able to be impressed with the video that you saw.
Thank you so
Until
much,
next
Johnny.
time, thank you.
Thank you so much, Johnny. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. And thank you guys for remaining in our live stream. Thank you so much. I hope you become the lucky winner for tonight.
Ciao.
Okay. Bye bye.